Welcome back ninjas to another episode of Sekiro. Now the skills I'll be using is the Ashina Arts, the Ichimonji, and I'll just show you the skills I'll be relying on against Genichiro. So we've got here the descending Carp, which is a skill for a few seconds after deflection, increases damage to enemy posture from all sources. And of course we've got here the ascending Carp, which is increasing the damage inflicted to posture upon performing a successful deflection, and this one reduces the amount of damage to posture when attacked by an enemy with a sword, which is what Genichiro is armed with, so that should be a great help. So selecting those skills against this boss fight will be quite effective. As you can see, doing a lot of deflecting on him will increase that poise bar quite fast, which you'll see in the clip. Now these skills are obtained from an NPC after you kill the horseman boss. You just turn around, run up some stairs, and he'll be in a big building there. I currently have an attack power of 3 and a vitality of 14, so let's get straight on into the boss fight, Genichiro. So running into this boss for the first time was quite challenging, countless attempts. I thought I might have to shut my channel down. Only kidding, or am I? Anyway, when the fight starts, you want to lock onto him straight away and just go right round to the left of him and you end up behind him. Get a few whacks in, just like that. And what I'm going to do now is just going to spam the attack, really. Just keep attacking him. He may get the odd hit in, but I'm not really concerned about that because I'm not really wanting to save my healing jugs for the last phase because it's quite dangerous to use and it'll probably end up killing you while you're trying to heal yourself. So basically just keep spamming the attack on him. Do the Makuri counter here when you see that symbol about to disappear. Just make sure you only do the Makuri counter when he's about to thrust, okay? Don't do the Makuri counter when he's about to slash, or thrust when the sword is pointing towards you. So here we go, Diplo number 1. Okay, now we're about to initiate phase 2 of this fight. Let's see if we can get that next death blowing. Now, with doing the Makuri counter in this second stage, it's quite dangerous because, as I mentioned before, you only want to do the Makuri counter when he's about to thrust, which you can tell when he's got his sword pointing at you, and obviously when the symbol starts to fade, your Makuri counter. But sometimes if he's got his sword horizontal, then he's going to do a slash, so you can't use the Makuri counter on that move. So again, just make sure he has got his sword pointing towards you, then you know you can do the Makuri counter. Otherwise, just as you saw there, he did a slash move instead. So if you're not too sure, maybe it's best to dodge away from it, because in the second phase he seems to use the slash a lot more, whereas in the first phase, majority of the time, he always used the thrust attack. Now we're going to try and get a lot of deflects in as well, because as per those skills I showed you at the beginning of the clip, a lot of deflecting increases his poise bar a lot as well. So do hits and deflects to bring up that poise bar, and basically just keep whacking into him, and like I said, he will get the odd hit in, but I'm not concerned about that at the moment because we still got enough health jugs, which we're going to mainly want to use in these first 2 stages anyway, because it's really dangerous and sometimes near impossible to get a chance to use them in the last 3rd phase. So again, I do have an attack power of 3 and vitality of 14, so make it easy on yourself. You can explore quite a few areas quite ahead in the game to beef yourself up and then come and take on Genichiro. So here we go, the second death blow, initiating phase 3 now. You're going to want to lock onto him straight away when he charges you, and do the Makuri counter as soon as you see that symbol start to fade away. If you can't time the Makuri, just dodge to the right of him there, you'll go right around behind him. But in this phase, we're going to do the same thing, just be very aggressive and keep spamming the attack button, the normal attack button. If he does any tricky moves like jumping up or doing his lightning, then I find it quite successfully all the time to just dodge to the right of him. Seems to be a good way. So there we go, dodge to the right and just get straight into whacking him again. And as you can see, he takes a lot of poise damage in this. It's nearly full already. Be very aggressive with him in this fight, don't give him room to breathe, just stay on him, keep spamming the attack button, and when you find that he's going to jump up or do his lightning move, I find it quite successful all the time when you just dodge to his right. So there you go, the final death blow. So as you can see, the skill tree we chose was quite effective, as his poise bar went up quite quick, and there was a skill that involved a lot of deflecting that brings it up, and a skill within that tree that was effective against an enemy armed with a sword. Anyway, thanks for watching.